Armin, Butchie, that he loves vacation, Butchie. Or shall we say work vacation?
Yeah, trip, Butchie. You're not really vacation.
Why is that?
Because you are a lot like Stanley in The Office when they had the work trip to Florida. He rolls up in the...
Did you just come back from burning down a rival nightclub?
Laugh it up, Albert. I'm in Florida for a month without my family. I'm going to enjoy this. Want to get in? You can work the iPod. Yeah. You're a nice guy, Jim, but you have no idea how to vacation. Find some Kenny Loggins.
Loggins and Messina.
Did I say Messina?
Is that true? Is that you, Butchie, that when you get on a work trip, no kids to run around after, lots of free time, basketball to really dig into, you're a whole new man?
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I could be on board with that. Absolutely.
It's just a little different vibe to Butchie at that point. You know,
Yeah.
it's a little
What are you
different
getting
flavor.
into today?
He got himself a nice
Well, we
fresh
got shoot
haircut.
around right now. I did get a fresh haircut.
Mhm.
We got shoot around today, and then we got a 5:00 tip back home. So not a lot of time for a whole lot of anything else other than basketball. I might hit the beach up a little bit, hit the pool up.
Tacos or maybe a cocktail or anything like that? No?
Yeah, no time for anything, Kuhn. Just 8 hours between now and tip-off. It's going to be hard to get it all in.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Whole lot of nothing to do.
Bed
It's not
Bath
like-
Beyond, some Home Depot. I don't know what
You
we might
guys-
get into today.
It's not like he's got Billy's schedule, who was late Saturday night at Camp Randall, early to Lambeau on Sunday, alive
Lambo.
and ready to roll today.
Yeah, and an early wake-up call from the little guy who decided that he wanted to start clapping at like 4:30 in the morning. So yeah, it's been a good run. Let's have some fun. Yeah, just stay- What's going on, guys? Heard the Packers won.
He's
Let's
excited.
celebrate.
It's
Yeah,
Packers
he's fired up, dude.
Victory Monday. He's already ready to go. With
Come
it,
on
you
now.
know?
He wanted some victory chicken. He's trying to party in this place.
yeah,
Did you
he wants to
leave?
get that.
Did you leave like some McAfee show on your YouTube channel, and he was just clapping along in McAfee like,
Fired on a let's go. Come on.
My son learned to clap from Pat McAfee. That would be a great shirt.
Well, he's definitely learned other things from Pat McAfee, which hopefully that doesn't flare up when he's like 2 or 3 in some of the words that he's learned.
all right. Armin, you're my comrade in arms on big Binoc energy.
Yeah. So I don't have my own pair of big ones. I do have a small pair that I bought for like $10.
I think those are called opera glasses.
No, my mom has actual opera glasses because she loves going to like the opera and the symphony. She has those, But I have a small pair that I would put in my laptop bag for when I would go to like Brewers games and stuff like that and cover. But my dad, I was growing up, every game we went to, my dad would have his big pair of binoculars around the neck. He'd bring him in and he would always tell you some useless, not useless, but like, some tidbits.
useless info.
Like,
Yeah.
He's wearing looks like he's wearing blue shoes or something like that, stuff like that.
That's what I was doing to Josh to
Yeah.
annoy him.
He loved
Yeah.
it. And my dad,
working.
that was just when he grew up, like he's bringing his binoculars to the Brewers game. That's just the way it was. And then we went to a couple, like 1 or 2 Packers games. Obviously, brought him there. Don't think he did it for Bucks games because it's not as long of a sight line.
Right.
But he would always bring it for Brewers games. So I knew my dad had binoculars.
Yeah,
on.
first time out, Kuhn, I'm like, with the binocs, I'm like, looks like they're getting some water right now. Yeah, they're hydrating right now. Okay, I put the binoculars down.
Which I could see, by the way, without the
But I
binoculars.
saw it
just
better,
looked.
more
There's
clearly.
no way you
So
can.
Steve can actually see the game now is what you're telling me. It's not necessarily that he's got binocs. It's that he can actually see the game. He's like, hey, Aaron Jones just got the ball in that play. Oh, man, I think he's hurt.
Oh,
I gotta say this. It does
He fell
add,
down.
like, especially for baseball and there's downtime. And if you don't go to a lot of games, maybe it's experience. It does add to the experience. You
it's
see the
cool.
little parts
little
of the game.
details,
Like,
and
oh,
little nuances.
They're eating candy in the bullpen right now. What are they eating? I don't know. Looks like Bit-O honeys or something like that.
See,
I don't know.
and
That's what you
then
pick?
I don't know why I did pick that. Why did I pick
Bit-O honey?
Bit
What
of
am I
honey.
thinking?
And that's
You would
why
get
you have
beat up if you brought that to the
Little
bullpen.
honeys.
That's why you're you. See, my mom would always bring the radio. She would always have the radio at the Brewer game.
That's the other thing.
And we always gave her crap for it because we were like, why? You don't have to bring that in. You have a full backpack full of snacks and all this other stuff. My dad and I would give her crap every single time. And then there'd be a bang bang play at first, and we would all just turn and look at her, and she'd put a finger up.
Like,
And we'd wait,
like
and we'd wait,
hold on.
and then she'd go, he was out. And we go, oh,
like the
come
review
on.
in the dugout, like the review. When the managers give it to the
But then the next game, we'd be like, Mom, you don't need to bring that thing. She'd be like, you needed it last time.
It's cool.
This was
Every time.
and this was
enhances the
at Miller.
experience.
This was at Miller Park.
It's County Stadium.
So
the County
this is
Stadium days.
pre-Miller
Yeah.
Park, when video replays were very scarce in the ballpark, right?
Oh, there was no such
There
thing
was
as
nothing.
video replay.
None ever.
Here's
No,
Did
on the
County Stadium
black
have
and
a
yellow
video?
On the
board?
black and
No.
yellow video board.
Can I
no,
say
there was
that
At the end of County Stadium, did they finally put in a crude video board, or was it still too primitive?
It's a
You
great
guys would have to
question.
answer that.
I don't
I don't
think it
think
was
so.
always that blue and yellow thing, but you could play videos on it. Like there were images that could be
like the
displayed.
two-fisted slobber video.
Or they would show replays from the night before.
Was it like a light bright
It was
video?
it was really unique.
Okay.
I don't know how to describe it, but you could see videos on it. I don't know if they played highlights though.
John, how
Or
do you
like replays? They didn't play replays.
John,
on it.
how do you like the new Lambeau video boards as a guy trying to get info on the sidelines?
I think they're great. I think they do a better job than most stadiums at giving replays. My only problem with the replays are a lot of times they're the zoomed in replays of, you don't get to see a route because it's so zoomed in on Jordan Love in the pocket, or on a run, you might not get to see the hold that the refs called because it's so zoomed in on the ball carrier. So it's
Right.
they're great, but you might miss a lot because the cameras are always zoomed so far into the player.
You know what allows you to zoom in to whatever you want?
Yeah,
Is
but you only get to see it one
binocular.
time. You don't get any replay on those.
But that's I think that is, Armin, what was so fun for me yesterday is I could choose who do I want to look
Sure,
at?
of
Where am I
course.
looking? What's
Spot
going
shadow,
on?
yeah.
What is wrong with Joey Bosa? By the way, do
He's
we
hurt.
know what happened? Was it an Achilles foot
How
fracture?
do you not know? You had the binocs. You were looking right at
I
him.
want to hear what Dr. Chow Chow says. Kuhn, what does Dr. Chow Chow say about Joey
didn't-
Bosa?
I didn't get an update on Chow
Okay.
Chow, but he went to the locker room with tears in his eyes riding on the cart. So I
Yeah,
would
he was
assume
rough.
it's something pretty
His foot
bad.
injury.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. So, I mean, he's a certified badass dude. What brings a man like that to tears, painful tears like that? What kind of injury?
Well,
No, he
and
can't play.
it might not have been pain. It might have been
emotion.
season ending.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. So
Knowing it's
it
over.
could have been Achilles and, emotion there, because the Achilles, most people say it doesn't really hurt. It just feels like you get kicked in the back of your leg.
Well,
It doesn't hurt all that much.
I'm not
So,
saying anything.
If it was pain, maybe a complete dislocation of the ankle. I don't know. I was told it was an ankle injury, questionable, and then immediately out. So
They took him right to the cart. Didn't even
Yeah.
worry about the blue tent of medical miracles.
they said foot, they keep saying foot injury, foot sprain.
Hmm.
So I guess that's not an Achilles, right?
you would think not. I mean,
Unless they
definitely
just-
could be a Liz Frank. I mean, somebody that's
Yeah.
broken a foot twice. That'll
You
drive you
have?
to tears. Yeah, no doubt about it.
No, there's
But
no
feels bad.
metatarsals.
yeah,
Metatarsals.
does not feel good, not fun. But Dr. Chow did say that it was just a foot from what he had said. But
Just
Kuhn,
a
I
foot.
would beg to differ on the Achilles, because that dude at the Lakers game looked like he was in some serious pain.
yeah, but he
after
wasn't
popped
crying.
that bad boy.
If you could pull Brian from off the sideline to come shoot, and he pops his Achilles and
Okay.
he goes down, you could tell he can't walk, but he's not in tears.
All right, I
Like,
missed
if
this.
Brian
This-
from the sideline can go through it without tears, I think Joey Bosa can make it
okay,
just off of not pain.
so last night in the Laker game, there was a contest and a kid blow out his Achilles.
$55,000
Oh, yeah.
on the line as he. Oh, and there it goes. And there it goes.
Oh my God, just regular, not even that, not much exertion per se, just walking up to shoot a shot.
And just laying
That's
on the
crazy
ground.
thing.
And then they're like,
Happened to any
hey,
of us,
hey, you get a 3-pointer.
The in-game host is trying to keep the game going, which I don't blame him for. He's not
Yeah,
gonna
what is he supposed to do?
He's not expecting Achilles, right? Like, you got to get this promo in.
Yeah.
You're supposed to shoot the next shot, guy.
Yeah.
Like, and he's
Get
like-
up, dude.
and
Come
then-
on.
Get stand
Steve,
up.
Figure it out, guy. What are we doing here?
Steve,
Man.
you want to talk about the highs and lows of an Achilles? How about sinking like a 40-foot putt, jumping up in the air, and then blowing your Achilles out on the 13th green? That happened. I saw that happen at Green Bay one time.
Oh, at your country club.
Mm-hmm.
Not you, though, right?
Not me.
Oh, okay. I thought you did it for a second. The way
So
you
did you-
said it.
Come on, don't put that juju on me.
No,
man.
no,
Come
no,
on,
no.
Armin.
Put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. Don't you do it.
Stretch out and everything. We don't want anyone to get hurt. You know?
So the round didn't count, though, right? Because it wasn't completed through the full 18, or you guys give them the reprieve?
All the bets were those down in the bets. They weren't able to finish the round. Say, hey,
Yeah.
oh, well.
I think guys are getting too good at golf. This guy, Matt Wallace, a Euro Tour player, birdied every hole in the back nine over the weekend in a Euro Tour event. Just like, I'll just birdie the whole back nine. Was that wrong? Should I not do that? Shot 60.
That's
He's a
amazing.
nobody, Matt Wallace. Anyway, so back to the Packers. I'm excited, Kuhn, about this pile of weapons because Tucker Kraft entered the chat yesterday. Dobbs is his stabbing hand catch was just yes.
Got hands, man.
Fitzgerald-esque. Reed keeps coming on. Watson got in on the party. I love the pile of guys. I don't know how it's going to sort out. I'm excited about the pile of weapons. Is it a one-game thing?
Well, here's the deal. I think the weapons themselves are all still growing and they're learning exactly where they fit. I think Matt LaFleur is learning exactly where they fit and how to use them. And they're not shoving round pegs into square holes anymore, right? I maintain this, that the best route runners on this team are Romeo Dobbs and Dontavian Wicks. And you can tell that by the way that they can get in and out of their breaks. Jaden Reed can do so many different things well that you can create different plays for him in the backfield, out of the backfield, motion and whatnot. And then Christian Watson, who everybody, is down on right now, still has an extreme upside when you just send him on a straight line. Don't give him routes that have a lot of breaking moves in it. Let him run, use his speed, and run him into open spaces. And when Matt LaFleur uses everybody and everybody embraces their roles, Jordan Love can spread the ball around and look pretty damn good.
Yeah. Bill, you like the pile of weapons they're putting together here? I'm not saying it's Jordy, Driver,
Jennings
and Jones
Cobb.
just yet.
Oh man, that was
Ravel Martin.
But
Great drop in there. Yeah, I mean, I think it's quite exciting. It's what Brian Gutekunst wanted. Now, it's kind of also what he needs. If you're talking about job security going forward, like you better hope that this large collection of weapons, you find 3 to 4 guys who are going to be players that you not only have for the next 3 years, but you start signing some of these guys to a second contract. So that's really the mark of how many good players you get is how many dudes are you signing to second contracts.
But luckily
there's like 4 that he has.
Right,
so.
but luckily they got a good 2-year window, even after this year's over.
Yeah, to learn about them.
Where you've got all these guys on the cheap. We don't have to worry about that for 2 years, right?
But I mean, you got to start seeing them play. They got to be making more than just strides and being placeholders at that point. Yeah,
because you don't want it to be the flip side, which was Alan Lazard. He's not really having a good year. They paid him in New York. Do a Twitter search on Alan Lazard right now.
Yeah,
see what that comes up with.
Yeah, I'm excited to do that. Yeah.
All right, no problem.
I watched Zach Wilson trip falling back into the field. So I'm going to give those guys a gap year.
Did you see Saleh basically tackle Wilson when he came to the sideline? That highlight? Yeah, Wilson comes crashing into the sideline and Saleh grabs him, but then kind of carries him to the ground in what looked like a half grab, half tackle. People were goofing it out on social media going, wow, the coach really hates his quarterback.
Should have hit him with a rock bottom and finished the job, Josh. I mean, goodness.
People's elbow.
Tim Boyle that went in there, right?
Yeah, where's the Boyle setting?
Yeah,
yesterday.
Boyle went in, absolutely.
When you get benched for Tim Boyle,
And you got your wish, which was, Armin, the Vikings finally
lost one.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Let's go.
They finally blew a game.
If they had held on to win, you would not be feeling very happy this morning.
It's just what happens. The football gods hate me. Until the playoffs come. Then the Vikings usually find a way to blow it. But, yeah, I don't know. Dobbs played pretty well considering all the circumstances. But,
All right.
Broncos found a way.
They gave the ball away 3 times. Broncos didn't find just about anything. They were like, oh, wait, sweet. This is awesome. Thanks, guys.
Considering the circumstances.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Man, quick week, Kuhn, and they've got to find some running backs to help out A.J. Dillon on Thursday. So,
yeah, they'll have somebody. There's a lot of guys that were on the Packers roster that are floating around on practice squads that they could pluck and bring in if they feel like they have a better sense of the offense. And it's one of those things where you try and make the best case out of an awful situation, and this might just pull the ripcord on Jordan Love and say, hey, you got to go out there, you got to sling that thing around, and you threw 40 passes this game, let's throw 45 against Detroit.
Wow.
Let's get a shootout with Jared Goff and company. Let's have some fun
I
up
think
there.
Detroit can be got.
Turkey Day throwdown.
Wow.
They almost lost. They should have lost yesterday.
Who's more gettable, Detroit or Kansas City at home? More gettable the next 2 games.
That's a great question because Kansas City hasn't been all that,
Yeah, Kansas City if Taylor is in Argentina again.
I don't know. We'll have to talk to
point.
TJ Lang this week sometime and see what he thinks about the Detroit Lion defense right now.
And Billy, your boy, Dan Campbell, keeps cutting absolute epic locker room promos. Here you go.
All right. It's raining Krabby Patties.
Sorry.
Incredible.
Sorry.
So happy that happened.
You like Krabby Patties, don't you?
Pretty good, actually.
Nothing bad came on the air. Relax.
No,
No, it was
just having fun.
fantastic. We played
Squidward. Squidward. You can't eat that many Krabby
It's
Patties.
just fun.
Why am I
It's
gonna
okay.
blow
All right, let's
up?
get the real sound.
Here
You
we
got
go.
it?
Turn down this awful Beatles song. Don't turn it off. Just turn it way down.
It's mid.
Here, this wonderful
This is
Beatles
great.
song.
Here
All right, go ahead.
Well, you got to have it up.
It is up.
I didn't have it up. Okay. no.
Guys, we are a resilient team, gentlemen. We are resilient. We're going to find a way to win. They freaking came out and they fought us, but we fought harder. And we went and got the win. That's outstanding. That's division win number 2. I got one game left. All right, hey, listen, to make the rally that we did and to come back, man, we needed some stops. We get the stops. Offense, we go down, we strike. We need another stop, we get the stop.
We strike.
Hutch, where you at, brother?
Where you at, Hutch, brother? This kid's coming on, man.
Yeah, he doesn't suck.
I'm so proud of everybody, man. We got this shit done. Man, I'm really excited about this year. I think we're going to do some special shit, especially with the adversity we just dealt with, how we overcame it, man. So to keep pushing week by week. Let's go.
Make sure you smoke that turkey this week.
They better enjoy it now because the boys are coming in 3 days.
I love it,
Let's
Armin.
go.
Let's go. Big Binoc energy.
I'm not afraid of them.
How's
Tag you in.
Binoc?
Tag you in. But you call a great
It's
game
not,
today.
Josh.
We'll hear you. We'll hear you tonight.
What game you got?
Now and then, but
Virginia, Wisconsin, big one.
What am I talking about? Let's go.
I don't. That's
Hit
yeah.
that
I
beach,
don't- I don't
baby.
know. Yeah,
9 to
I-
noon is
Coach
next.
Bennett.
Thanks for listening. See you tomorrow, boys.